pro-Russian rebels in Ukraine say they have encircled the town of Debaltseve, but Ukraine says its troops are still fighting along the supply road. Earlier, the United States President Barack Obama said he had not ruled out supplying lethal defensive arms to Ukraine if diplomacy failed to end the crisis. Russia had violated every commitment in a truce deal, he said, after meeting German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Mr. Obama is under pressure from senior United States officials to supply arms to Ukraine. However, Ms. Merkel objects to this. Ms. Merkel and Mr. Obama have been holding talks on a new peace deal for the conflict in Ukraine's east. Russia has denied accusations of sending troops and supplies to reinforce the rebels battling Ukrainian forces. Demilitarized zone. The rebels said on Monday that they had cut off a key supply road to Debaltseve, a strategic railway junction, which is near the rebel-held city of Donetsk. However, Ukraine's military told the BBC that the battle was continuing. Military spokesman Alexander Matuzianik told the BBC there is fighting going on for this road at the moment. Thousands of Ukrainian troops are believed to be in Debaltseve and a nearby area. Heavy fighting has been raging there for more than a week, with the rebels gaining some ground. Ukrainian government officials say 9 soldiers and at least 7 civilians have been killed in fighting over the last 24 hours. The crisis in Ukraine has already claimed more than 5,300 lives and displaced 1.5 million people from their homes. Mrs. Merkel met the United States President in Washington on Monday to update him on Franco-German efforts to revive last year's Minsk peace plan, which collapsed amid fighting over the winter. The detailed proposals have not been released, but the plan is thought to include a demilitarized zone of 50-70 kilometers 30 to 45 miles around the current front line. Four-way talks between Russia, Ukraine, Germany and France are due to be held in Belarus's capital Minsk on Wednesday to discuss the proposals. One option. Speaking alongside the German Chancellor, President Obama said the option of lethal defensive weapons for the Ukrainian government remained on the table. If, in fact, diplomacy fails, what I've asked my team to do is to look at all options, he said, adding that offering lethal arms was only one of the options under consideration. Mrs. Merkel, who has made it clear she opposes sending lethal arms, acknowledged setbacks in efforts to reach a diplomatic solution with Russia over Ukraine, but said that they would continue. Meanwhile, Mr. Obama criticized Russian aggression in Ukraine, saying that the borders of Europe could not be redrawn at the barrel of a gun. But this Russian aggression had reinforced the unity of the United States and its European allies, he added. EU foreign ministers in Brussels agreed on Monday to impose further sanctions against Russian and rebel officials, but have put them on hold for a week to give the peace efforts a chance. Russian President Vladimir Putin, who is also considering the peace proposals, earlier blamed the West for causing the crisis, saying they had broken pledges not to expand NATO and forced countries to choose between them or Russia. In comments to an Egyptian newspaper, Mr. Putin accused Western states of supporting a coup d'etat in Kiev, a reference to the ousting of former Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych last year.